Well, this time around, consider me change, something to lead my way, so nothing fucks with me.
Bandit, why are you all wrapped up? Oh yeah, man, it's getting cold out. You gotta start like dressing appropriately. Alright, cool. Well, I have a couple drinks that we can make that'll warm you up on the outside and on the inside. Hey friends, welcome back to Barkeep's Choice. I'm your barkeep for the evening, Dion, and this is my sassy ass barback, Bandito. And he's going to be helping us along the way, or more than likely he'll be trying to sneak shots. Do not let him take a shot. I'm trusting you guys to look over him. So it's getting into, the chilly season, and I think it's time that we make something to, warm our spirits. So today we're going to be making an Irish coffee, and we're going to have a little bit of fun with it. Before we get started, please click on that little subscribe button. Also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. This way we can continue to make drinks together. Also, if you make any drinks from this show, please be sure to tag me and, use the hashtag Barkeep's Choice, and I'll share your photos for you. Oh, you want to know what makes this coffee so Irish? Well, it's because they use Irish whiskey. Irish whiskey obviously comes from Ireland, and it's typically, triple distilled from either malted or unmalted barley. In the early 1900s, Irish whiskey was one of the most popular whiskeys and is still one of the fastest growing whiskeys in the United States. Today we're going to be using Tellamore D.E.W, which is a terrific Irish whiskey. It's also really affordable, and I'm sure you've seen it on some back bars or even tried it yourself. The distillery of Tullamore D.E.W was established in 1829 in the town of Tellamore in Ireland. The D.E.W, D.E.W, comes from Daniel E. Williams, who was the original owner and distiller, and as they say, the greatest distiller that Ireland has ever had. One thing that Williams says is that success comes not to those who desire it most, but to those who care deeply about what they do and feel compelled to create. And you can tell that he brought a lot of passion to this whiskey by how delicious and popular it is. And being the second highest selling Irish whiskey ever. Hey, did you just sneak a shot? Man, hey guys, I asked you to look over him. He's gonna keep doing this. He's working. Come on, help me out, please. So back to Irish coffee, which some know as Gaelic coffee, and like most cocktails I've made, the history is a little iffy. The most notable comes from the 1950s, accredited to Joe Sheridan, who was a chef turned bartender working on the Foynes Air Base, where a group of Americans were on a flyboat. It was cold and rainy out, so Sheridan added Irish whiskey to their coffee and a little bit of heavy cream. One of the passengers asked if this was a Brazilian coffee, and he said no, this is actually an Irish coffee, where this cocktail gets its name. Enough with the history, let's get started making our Irish coffee. This is a very simple cocktail to make and doesn't require a lot of ingredients. First thing we're going to do is make some coffee, and today we're going to be using Novo Coffee, which is a coffee roasting house here in Denver, Colorado, and they have 4 shops located all around town. Today I'm using their Espresso Novo, which has some good chocolate, berry, and caramel characteristics. Now, I already have our coffee pre-made in our French press, and let's just go ahead and press it down. Next, you're going to want to heat up your mug. Now, I have an actual Irish coffee glass, so I'm going to be using that. And I'm sure you're wondering why I have this other glass here. It's because we're going to do a play on an Irish coffee with a little bit of a tropical twist. So just grab some hot water. I'm grabbing mine from a kettle and pour it in your mug. And we're just going to let those sit for a little bit. Now, an Irish coffee uses heavy cream to give it, a good amount of head. And in order to whip the cream, we're going to have to grab our tin and just pour some heavy cream in there. Now for the play, since I'm doing kind of a tropical twist, I'm going to pour the heavy cream with also some coconut almond cream. And the reason why I'm pouring these in the tins is just so we can whip them up. And just give them a good shake like we've always done. Alright, cool. We got our cream whipped and our glasses are warm, so we can just pour out this water. And next thing we're going to want to add is some Demerara sugar. I made it into a simple. It just uses Demerara sugar instead of fine sugar. And pour that directly into the glass. And then next, for our regular classic Irish coffee, we're going to be using our Tellamore D.E.W. And that's just 1.5 ounces in here. And then for our play, we're actually going to be using Tellamore D.E.W, but it's their XO, which is really fun because it's been aged in Caribbean rum barrels. And I'm a big fan of rum in general, so this is just terrific. It has that tropical twist that I'm aiming for. So again, that's 1.5 ounces, and we're going to be putting that in our fun glass right here. Now, we just want to top the rest of this off with coffee, but leave a little bit of room so we can add our cream. Now, in our tropical twist, we're going to be using just a little bit of orgeat, which is a syrup made from almonds. I'm using Bougie Syrups, which is out in Boulder, Colorado. And we're just going to be adding just a bar spoon into our beverage. Give it like a quick stir. All right, we're almost there. We just want to give our cream just a little bit more of a little shake to whip it. And I think that's there. So, ooh, a lot of heaviness. Just pour that on top of the drink. See what I'm talking about with that head? Yeah, that's pretty. Now, let's go ahead and do the same with our coconut and almond cream on our tropical play. And voila! We just made an Irish coffee and a play on an Irish coffee. Cheers. Tasting time, Bandit. Okay, let's start with the classic Irish coffee. Yum, yum, yum. That is really good. It is really rich and very stout. The coffee and Irish whiskey play well together and are really balanced with the Demerara sugar. Now, let's go on to try my variation. Oh man, that is just fun. It's still got like the stout and richness of a regular Irish coffee, but that almond coconut cream really plays well. Along with the whiskey aged in rum barrels, it just has that tropical fun that you wouldn't really expect from an Irish coffee. I highly recommend giving it a shot. Friends, now that you know how to make 2 different styles of Irish coffees, this will be great for like, the holidays and this cold season that's coming up to, warm your spirits. Cheers. Friends, I know that restrictions are getting tighter everywhere, so please, if you're going to leave your house, wear a mask. If you need an extra one, I am selling some Barkeeps choice masks. See? They're pretty sweet. They also have a little slot where you can put a filter in there, so they're completely safe. I'm selling these bad boys for about $16. Slide in my DMs on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll get you a mask. All right, friends, farewell. Stay safe, stay clean, drink up. Cheers. Get back.